Get ready for this one. This was me orchestrating a $1 billion signing with Nigas International. This was me advising Sums, Uganda's largest indigenous manufacturer. I'm still on the board today. This is me with Ghanaian billionaire Nana Kwame Bediako. He was a presidential candidate last year. Or me with the Nigerian Minister of Finance or the Minister of Aviation and Tourism in the same room on the same day for the same meeting with me. Or the Nigerian Minister of Culture, or signing a deal with the Minister for Sports. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. The list is very long. From princes to kings to bank owners to ministers, presidents, I have lived with, worked alongside and dined with some of Africa's most rich and powerful people. So when somebody told me to make a video about some habits or behaviors that rich and powerful people have that many people take for granted or just don't know about, I was like, yep, I'm a great candidate for this subject matter. If you walked into the home of a truly successful or powerful person in Africa, you'll be very surprised what you don't see more than what you see. Across Africa, there are entrepreneurs, industrialists, farmers, manufacturers, investors, inventors, business owners, you name it, that live lives that are impossible for you to even grasp or understand. And yet, even if you know a little bit about their lives, they are practically impossible. They have certain habits that are very simple, and yet they remain extremely powerful and remain a reason why they are where they are. Many of them don't dominate social media. Many of them are not out on weekends displaying the evidence of their success. They don't confuse attention with achievements. Femi Otedola doesn't care how many likes he gets on his post as long as the right people have seen that post. They behave in certain ways that are not necessarily the ones we would expect them to. So today I want us to look at the 6 powerful habits that rich, powerful or successful people have on a day-to-day basis that many of us miss. And I promise you, they're amazing, not because they're magical, but because they reveal how success silently functions. Welcome to the Train of Thought podcast, and today we're going to talk about the 6 hidden habits of the rich and powerful. Cue the intro. And here's a habit that you must get into: the habit of liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on videos that you find useful. So if you find this video useful or you like, please comment, please like, please share, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Let's keep it moving. Habit number 1, they protect their reputation like it's their biggest habit. I can tell you, many rich people will not kill you for stealing from them. They will not kill you for sleeping with their wife. They will not kill you for stealing money from them, but they will be very quick to kill you if you spoil their reputation. There's a reason that man hanged himself in a jail cell. He had a long list of very rich and powerful people that did not want to be found out, so he hung himself. The rich and powerful protect their reputation with everything they got, because their reputation is everything they got. You need to understand, the world of wealth is very fickle. People mess with you, people are your friends when your reputation is up there. When your reputation falls down, even if you still have the money, nobody wants to hang with you, nobody wants to do business with you. Take P. Diddy as an example. He still has money, he's still a very wealthy man, but nobody wants to associate with him. Nobody wants to associate with his brand. Why? Simply because the reputation has been tarnished, it has tanked. Rich people guard their reputation with everything. For some reason, we, the not so rich, we take our reputation for granted. We don't care what we post on social media. We say the most abhorrent things on Twitter. We give clapbacks. We are busy embarrassing ourselves on a platform that ensures these actions live forever. A lot of these rich guys don't even have these accounts, and the ones that they do, they are very clinical on what they post. See, rich people know that banks bank on their reputation, that contracts are done because of their name. They know that their referral means a lot, and a reference to them equally means a lot. They carry the power to build and destroy, but they know that all of that moves on their names. You can do anything to a rich man without tearing his image down. So we must learn as well to guard our reputations, similar to how the rich men guard theirs. Habit number 2, they buy cash flow before they buy status. Let's go to Nigeria a little bit, the Igbos. You will find an Igbo man in the market looking like as if he doesn't own anything. He's wearing his skinny jeans and a very regular looking shirt and some sort of slippers, selling some spare parts in Alaba market or something similar. And in your mind, you would think you're richer than this man. You talk down on him. That's okay for him. He doesn't need to have the flashy Range Rover yet because he has an absolute unit of a mansion somewhere in Anambra State. They have billions of dollars to their name, but they understand that the status that we chase, the status that we die for, comes later. The assets should come first. Another tribe that I noticed perfected this over in East Africa is there's a tribe called the Banyankore tribe. They are the ones in power now. I believe that even if they did not have access to power, they really know how to grow asset classes. Originally, they are cattle herders. So what they do is multiply cattle as much as possible. Now, this is why that is valuable. Uganda consumes a lot of milk. A lot of the staple foods have milk inside of them. These men control the staple foods because they grow herds and herds and herds of cattle. You will find a Mnyankore man somewhere in Kampala and you will think he owns nothing until you go to his village and you realize he has over 10 billion shillings worth of cattle. They really know how to protect assets. You must learn to develop the true assets that you stand on before you develop the class that we want to show, before you get the status, before you go to the club and pop champagne or whatever it is that we love doing over the weekend. Rich men know that the assets should come first. They invest majority of their time, money, and effort in growing assets before they try to grow or to develop or show off status. Habit number 3, they keep their circle small, but they keep their network large. Now, I know that sounds a bit self-contradictory, but that's exactly where the magic is. When you meet a really rich person or a powerful person or a wealthy person, normally they don't have more than 3 to 5 people they trust. It's very rare. And out of those 3 to 5 people, maybe 3 or 2 really know them. Surprisingly enough, the people that know them the most are usually not as rich as them, which shows you that the path of their trust and the path of their money are very different. Dangote's driver probably knows a lot more about Dangote than Dangote's wife. However insane that may sound, although none of us really know Dangote's wife. So think of a billionaire and then think of his wife. His driver probably knows a lot more about him than his wife. And the reason is because this person is the closest to him. They spend the day together. He has private phone calls while in the car. A lot of very powerful phone calls are had in the car, in transit. In fact, when the CIA was trying to spy on Idi Amin, it is said that they used drivers to try and constantly eavesdrop on his conversations during transit. And it is true. These people are always the closest to them. Rich people know how to really vet their inner circle, and that's why many of you know some rich people, but you actually don't know them. You have their phone number, you know where they live, but you know next to nothing about them. It's because they have a very tiny, small circle of influence and of friends that they can trust. But everybody else is the result of an interest. Rich people know that they are no permanent friends, but permanent interests. So they keep this huge network of people that they play politics with, that they lie to, that they jiggle around, but they have like 3 to 5 people that are the closest to them. Our generation is struggling with that. We think the followers we have on social media are our friends, and so we go ahead and share everything about our lives to them. You wake up with gonorrhea, you turn on the camera. Hey guys, I woke up with gonorrhea today. Come with me as I try to heal gonorrhea and pop my zits, or whatever it is that people with gonorrhea do. The point is that we share too much with the whole world thinking these are our friends, but some of these people are our future employers. Some of them are our competition. Some of them are looking for ways to bring us down. Rich people know and understand that. Rich people filter who they take pictures with because they don't want a situation where they are exposed with the wrong network. There are certain rich people that know each other and are friends with each other, but they can never be seen in public together. I worked for a man one time that was very close to the former central bank governor of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. They were business partners, and yet this man was never once seen with Emefiele in public. Not once were they ever seen together. And when I was working for that man then, I was wondering, I wonder why. I feel like he would get credibility if he's seen in public with him, but he would actually lose because there were political ties that the governor was involved with that this man did not want to be associated with. Rich men know how to filter these kind of relationships. So you must learn, the takeaway here is that you must learn to keep your secrets to yourself. You need to keep a very close circle. However, have a very huge network of people that you know. There's a big difference there. And the trick on how to make it work, that's a video for a whole other day, because there's a lot that you can do to make even your network feel like they're your close friends, even if they're not. But point is that rich people know a lot of people, but a very few people know them. Habit number 4, they ask more questions than they give answers. You know, one of the biggest signs of someone that's going to be successful is how curious they are. You can actually always tell. Many really rich, powerful, or successful people, they ask a lot of questions because they know that their knowledge is not the ceiling, it's not the limit. So they will always be seeking for more knowledge. We, on the other hand, we think we know everything. We think we understand better than they do. They make decisions and we are quick to laugh at them and quick to insult them. Some of them, they are playing a whole different game. You will see them making a decision thinking it's a stupid decision, but they're making it for a whole other reason that we probably are not privy to. The ability to be curious is how they spot opportunities. I have people that can't even use computers call me to consult me about AI. These are people that are older than my own father. Why? Because while they can't do it, while the knowledge has passed them, they are curious enough to ask, so what can AI do? So what does AI need? So what can I invest in AI and what can I get out? And what they are really trying to do is put themselves in a position where if Elon Musk wants to come and build a data center or something like that, they have the land, they have the resources, they have the investment, they have the government banking. They are trying to position themselves. They are very curious. You must have the mind of curiosity if you want success, if you want power. Because also, you can't know what's going to come after you if you're not curious. For example, political leaders, they want to know exactly what is going on, what is possible, who may come for them. Why? Because, well, if they don't know, they may be in trouble. So you must feed your curiosity. Rich people have that habit. We skip it a lot. Habit number 5, they live below their means even if they don't have to. I know in Africa, we tend to think that we must always show off wealth. And we also look at the convoys these guys drive and we think they're living above their means. They are actually not. Let me show you how. Tony Elumelu is a billionaire, right? He moves in a convoy of not more than 3 to 4 cars. Now, if he moves in a convoy of not more than 3 to 4 cars, the cheapest car in there is probably going to be like some sort of Maybach. Costs about $300,000. The next car there is going to be some Lexus, $100,000. That's $400,000. All in all, the entire fleet is probably going to be like $400,000 to $500,000, right? But he's a billionaire. $500,000 to a billionaire is like 2 cents to you that has 1 million, I don't know, naira in your account. So to him, even with his convoy, he's living way below his means. They really calculate how they spend their money. That's the mistake we make. He has $1 billion. He's moving with a fleet of $500,000. You have $2 million. You want to move with a fleet of $500,000. You are living above your means. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you need to understand that very clearly. So living below your means doesn't always mean being frugal or being miserly or you know, trying to save every penny that you have. That's not what it means. It means that the expenses that you spend on your regular day-to-day operations should never be disproportionate to how much money you have in your bank account. They should never even go above 50% of what you have in your savings. That's what many people get wrong. Billionaires can afford to move in fleets of cars because $1 million to them is what a penny is to $1,000. It means nothing. Habit number 6, they think in generations, not days. So when I was working on the post-acquisition of Bachita Sugar in Kwara State in Nigeria, there was this one man on the project. He's deceased now, may his soul rest in peace. He was 68 years old. He was on the phone every night with me talking about what Bachita Sugar is going to become in the next 40 years. 40 years, 68-year-old man. For sure, he wasn't going to be around. If he was going to be around at the time, he probably wasn't going to be in position to even enjoy it. But there we were, on the phone, almost every night, discussing the future of a sugar company that he's viewing that in 40 years is going to be the biggest. That is the vision of the rich and powerful. They don't think in today, they think decades ahead. You move one chess piece on the board, they're thinking 10, 50, 100, 600 moves ahead of you. Our generation is cursed by the thinking of today. We want to get today's food. We want today's fame. We want today's gratification, today's results. These guys think in generations. It is ridiculous how far ahead they plan. It is ridiculous how far ahead a lot of these guys think. I look at some of the things that Aliko Dangote has done and it blows my mind the vision that he had to even get started way before anybody had thought that that's where the world is going to go. And the advantage to that always is when you think far in generations, when things go wrong in the world, they usually go right for you because you're usually very well positioned for those things. But when you're thinking in today, it means that if a disaster happens today, you go with it. There is a very, very big power in refusing to create or refusing to think for today's sake. If you have the capacity to think further ahead, don't stop yourself because you need gratification today. The rich and powerful think in generations, not days. And I'll give you a bonus. They don't play about their relationships. Rich people do not play about their relationships. They know how to make friendships, they know how to nurture friendships, and they know how to utilize their relationships. The honor is such an important thing among the rich and powerful. It's crazy. That's why you will see their companies fighting, but they individually can sit on a table and talk. It's because they don't play about relationships. We take relationships for granted. We use people. We don't respect people. We ghost people. We can't even resolve conflicts amicably because we are too proud and too nihilistic and too egotistic to actually sit and resolve issues. These guys know how powerful relationships go. They don't play about them. If there is a superpower, if there's a hack to success that you want to learn this year, learn the art of building, enriching, and exploiting relationships. You thank me for it. It is tempting to think that wealth begins with money. Very often, wealth begins with habits. The way you think about trust, the way you think about expenses, the way you think about relationships, the way you think about the future, those are the habits that gradually shape you from somebody that will forever be mediocre or poor to somebody that is capable of building the future. Once you open your eyes to the reality of that, you will be surprised just how much you can do. But more than anything, there will be a seat at the table of the rich and powerful waiting for you. My name is Hertz Fauzan, and I'm your loyal conductor on the Train of Thought podcast. This episode is written by Imole and directed by Latifa and edited by Zaidan and Toby, produced by Wole Ogidan, with a big special thanks to the entire Train of Thought team. From all of us to you, I'll see you in the next train.